What's going on, guys? Rishmal here, coach of the California Kyogres, and I am here with Justin for the Week 7 pick'ems.
What's poppin', guys?
So as you guys can see on the screen, this wasn't the greatest week for us. We had a couple of big upsets, and those were unfortunate for the pick'ems.
Oh yeah, there were some big upsets.
So the first big upset here is Justin versus Storm. Justin with the unfortunate 6-0.
We don't talk about Bloody Sunday.
That was nice. I believe this is the second 6-0 for your team, but not for you.
Oh lord, my team has gone both the wheelchairs, I gotta say.
Yeah, that's been rough.
Oh my lord. I majorly underestimated Storm's mana bait. Like, that thing came through big time.
Yeah, Storm predicted your turn. I don't know if it's turn 1. It was turn 1. Well, turn 1/2, your swap into Shaman with the Ice Beam, blew your Yachi Berry, and that just set up for the sweep.
Yeah, I made the mistake of switching sets on Shaman at the last second, and it cost me so dearly because Scarf Shaman could have brought that back, or at least lowered the differential.
That's unlucky. Last minute changes, like they like seem good at the time, and then like in the battle you're like, oh, I wish I just went with the first one.
Yeah, it's just like, it happens.
Yeah.
You learn your lesson, though.
We all had to do it once, and we learned from that. But yeah, that was just an unfortunate loss. Come on, Sniper. There's an S on front. But next up, we had Carlos and Luna, with Luna picking up the. Oh, I remember this match. Oh
yeah,
boy.
This match, to sum it up in short words, was Mega Altaria setting up and going ham.
This match was a shit show, to be honest, because Carlos had no prep for Mega Altaria, and Luna didn't speed creep Diancie with a +1 Altaria.
Yeah, this match could have been like so much less differential. Like, I think this could have been a 5-0 easily for Luna.
Yeah, I believe it ended as a 3-0.
Made
right?
that.
Was it a 3-0 at the end?
It was a 3-0 at the end because Lottie's Z move pulled it back and knocked out Kartana.
Yeah, I do remember that. I don't know. Wait, am I missing something, or couldn't Luna have just gone Sharpedo in one?
At the end?
Yeah.
I don't know. It might have feared. I don't know. If he had a +1 attack Kartana, why wouldn't he go for it though?
No, I mean, instead of going out into Kartana at all, he could have just went Sharpedo in one. Maybe he was fearing Scarf Lottie.
I mean, maybe. I mean, he could have just protected with Sharpedo, then proceeded to knock out Diancie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then would have been +2 then.
Yeah, and then... Oh, yeah, he would have been +2, so Scarf wouldn't have mattered, and he would have just OK'd it with Crunch or Dark Pulse. So, not entirely sure why he did that.
He may not have had Protect for whatever off reason. That could be it. But...
That's true. I think we brought this up, and he might have said that there was no Protect or something, but I don't remember.
Yeah, there's no post-match commentary in the replay itself, so unfortunately we don't have that available to us at this time.
Yeah, but nonetheless, Luna was still able to pick up a really clean victory. So that, I believe, that is technically an upset, because there were 5 people going for Carlos, so that's a third upset.
Yeah, then jumping right into it, we have Destin versus Dave, or as I would like to call it, this was Dave's final stand. Of me voting for him in Pick'ems again.
Yeah, this is another lesson to be learned. Don't pick Dave in Pick'ems.
Oh Lord, like, honestly, like, he had a really good match very early on. Like, he was doing really well getting in front of stuff like Jinx and Clefty. Mm-hmm. He was doing really well for so long. But then he lost so much momentum. Landorus got to set up. Shout out to Destin, he went straight for a regular fly before any kind of Z-fly.
That was so weird. I mean, I guess it like worked out because I'm assuming he did it for a reason. Like Z-Fly was necessary to kill what's it, Mega Venusaur or something like that. But it was interesting.
It was a bold move.
Yeah. He also had the Adrenaline Orb. It didn't come into effect because Dave brought Moxie Infernape or Anchor Point, but probably Moxie Infernape for the first time. And
Crook?
Moxie Crook. Isn't Moxie Infernape like a YouTuber?
Maybe, for all I know.
But I meant Crook. He brought Moxie Crook instead of, what is it? Intimidate. So Adrenaline Orb on Lando didn't end up doing anything, but it was still cool.
Yeah. It's always surprising when Dave brings something that's not his usual.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
it was very hard because what was stopping his problem is though he just left himself so vulnerable after that for Circuitry just to clean up this game.
Mm-hmm. That's really interesting because I believe last week Pick'ems I mentioned that Circuitry got hard-walled by Venusaur, but Destin played it really well and he was able to weaken Venusaur and prevent it from synthesizing up, so that was really good on him.
Yeah, the Spike was really useful just for whittling everything down for that too.
Mm-hmm. Hazard Stack versus Dave, even though I believe he got 2 removers in a trade, in a free agent move, but it didn't end up mattering because he still got Hazard Stack.
Yeah, that's Dave and for you now, unfortunately.
Yeah, and into the next not upset again. Colton beat Geo, but this was quite the scandal.
Yeah, I was about to say this was almost upset.
I don't know if that's the right word, but this was a very interesting scenario. The entire thing was very interesting because if you guys haven't seen Colton's video, I believe that's up. What happened was Geo actually ended up pulling out a 1-0 victory in this match, but he brought Pain Split Delmise, which is an Ultra Sun Ultra move, which is we're not doing for this season. We're gonna do that next season. Well, I'm assuming we're doing it next season, but we're not doing it this season, and yeah, that gave Colton the 3-0 victory because that's cheating. So
yeah. So unfortunately, Geo could not pull out the one win he really wanted.
Yeah,
just due to technicality.
Wait, next week or this week he played Sniper. Oh, so this was actually Geo's last match because he has some personal stuff going on, so he unfortunately had to drop out of the league. So that's an unlucky situation to be going out on.
That is unfortunate. But I guess to make it a little bit more to lighten the mood, I'm disappointed. No free W.
Unlucky. I got mine week 1, so it's pretty good.
But yeah, Geo will be missed though.
Yeah.
And hopefully his real life stuff will be worked out.
Yeah, that's definitely more important than Pokemon still. Hopefully he's able to deal with that and join the PWC again. But next up we have Sniper versus Zern, and Zern lost, which got everyone's pick'ems fucked up.
Yeah, I remember watching this match live and just seeing turn 1 Delibird miss an Ice Punch on a Needle Queen.
Oh yeah, that just set it. I believe this was a somewhat haxy match, so actually, yeah. I think that might have been the only one, but that mattered a lot according to Zern at least.
It did matter quite a bit, because that would have done a lot to Nidoqueen, because Nidoqueen was able to come in a bunch after that.
I'm looking at where exactly it came in. Oh, it came in on Clefable once, and it was able to get some damage on Tentacle. It actually got a crit there, too, so lucky Nidoqueen.
Yep, I've also, let's see. He also got later in the battle. He got a crit flinch on Clefable with Sneasel.
I remember that. So this match was going really badly for Zern, and then he got in his Clefable, and he was just starting to Calm Mind up, and he Calm Minded on Volcanion, and I don't know what he got up to, but he was really up there in terms of boost, and then he got crit flinched by the Sneasel's Icicle Crash, so yikes.
Like, that probably cost him the game.
Yeah, that 100% cost him the game. If he, I'm assuming if either one of them didn't happen, like if it was just a flinch or just a crit, I'm assuming he would have been fine, but I'm not entirely sure. But, yeah, they both just came together and screwed him over.
Yeah, Rip Zern, honestly. He's had some unlucky breaks lately.
Yeah, he started out really well, and then luck happened. And it's been unfortunate.
Yeah, hopefully, maybe not hopefully against me next week, because I deal with him next week, but maybe the week after, hopefully you get some luck.
Next week is week 8, right? Okay, so the week after he can do that, just not week 10, because I play that.
Just keep pushing it back.
Yeah. But
last game would be you against Shiny.
Oh, it's me. I remember this game. This was a very quick game, which is unusual for me. I was just able to clean up with Diggersby. I did get a bit of hacks, I believe.
Turn 1 burn on Fire Punch Bronzong.
That didn't. I mean, that kind of mattered, but
it means that it just can't like EQ you for damage on switching.
Yeah, it just meant that later when he switched that in on my Starmie Psyshock, I was able to kill it because my Starmie was locked in. It was Choice Scarf, so if he didn't have the burn residual, I probably would have had to swap out. But I think, I mean, I don't know, but he might have went for rocks there, and I would probably have gone into Gengar, but you know, that's all theory money, so.
Yeah, true.
And then later in the match, Shiny missed 2 Toxics on my Starmie, which would have only meant some residual damage, but it would have meant like 24% gone, I think, because it was like 3 turns. But
doesn't Starmie also have Natural Cure?
I believe that was analytic. No, I don't think that was. Wait, I think I was analytic, but I don't think it would have mattered because like after I killed Blastoise, I believe I just swapped out and never brought Starmie back in. So.
Yeah, I'm watching. Yeah, it seems like that game was just won from there.
Yeah. I don't know. That felt like the match just felt like it went in my favor. Like it's like I was able to like my strategy was to get Diggersby to sweep, and I felt like I was just able to do that really. I was able to set up for that well.
Yeah, I think also the final nail in the coffin for whatever it was at least in Shiny's case was he didn't ring. It seems any move to hit Diggersby would Higgle at the end because he had to go for power down.
It makes sense because like if the most he could have ran was like Grass Knot, but I felt like he needed other coverage because he needed HP Fire for Fortress, and then Dual Stab is really good. And then I don't know what his last move is, but I would have thought it is Psyshock probably for Hariyama and Gengar, but yeah.
True.
So that was last week, and this is this week. First up, we have, oh wow, everyone is voting for Luna over Destin. By the way, there are some people who didn't pick matches in time.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, but everyone who picked is picking Luna over Destin, which is quite surprising to be honest, because Destin's a really good battler, but I think the matchup was pretty good. Or is pretty good for Luna.
Yeah, I was looking back and forth to this, and I feel like Luna has been on more of a hot streak lately. And it's just like, against Destin's team, I feel like Hyper Offense works extremely well for his team, particularly.
Yeah. He doesn't have the greatest walls. His walls are Tapu Fini, Kofag, Klefki to an extent, and Claydol's a bad mon, so.
Yeah. Like if he had if he had a decent rain setter, Mega Swampert could probably revenge and deal with a lot of Luna's mons. But since his setter is basically Klefki,
yeah,
it just doesn't cut it. And I see Luna's offense, particularly Raikou, Kartana, Darmanitan, just go in on this team so hard.
I actually mocked for Luna like before this match happened, and in the matchup, I just saw like Pert like did a lot, and then I was able to sweep with the Rock Polish Landorus. So like, wait, what? I think this is. Wait a second. This goes up after the battles. Okay, so it's fine. I thought I just messed something up, but I was able to sweep with a Rock Polish Landorus, so Landorus was like pretty good versus Luna, and like Hawlucha was decent because with Unburden, Ditto doesn't do anything versus it, but other than that, I felt like Luna's matchup was pretty good. Kartana was a problem, I remember, and so was Mega Altaria-ish.
Yeah, definitely is not looking all good at Camp Destin.
Yeah, so hopefully for everyone here, Luna wins, but we shall see. Oh my god, I spelled Floatzel's wrong. Okay, but
thanks, buddy.
Next up, we have you versus Zern, which everyone has picked you except Storm. That's another.
I can't say I'm surprised with that because after Storm did blow me away, it wouldn't make sense.
I thought
that
you
would
meant.
be a
I thought you meant like. Oh no. Okay, you go.
Never mind.
Okay.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. This matchup had me. I don't know. Before I went away when the season started, before I went to the mountains, Zern's team did not scare me at all. Like, he had Mega Ladino, and it was just like, okay, this is Huron Blackfoot. Now he has a Clefable and a Mega Shark.
Yeah.
Help me.
His team is a lot better right now, and it seems like he really knows how to use things like Tentacruel and Lucario, and Talonflame to a bit, like an extent. He hasn't brought it that much, I believe, but like when he's brought it, I think it's done pretty well. So those mons, which like are kind of, they're not like the most common mons, but he's using them really well.
Yeah, like prepping for this is going to be a pain because Talonflame revenges a lot of things with Sky Squid potential. I think it's potential Zmon too. Mm-hmm, so Z Supersonic Sky Strike. Pretty sure, yeah, it is Zmon. Oh, mm-hmm. So Z Supersonic Sky Strike was a concern.
Yeah, your Talonflame switching is Aerodactyl.
Yeah, and I don't think Aerodactyl has a particularly good matchup here, other than Talonflame itself. Because Zygarde, Mega Shark, Skarmory, Tentacruel,
wall-ish.
It can pretty easily wall.
Yeah, it's a Clefable, so.
Lucario Bullet Punch obliterates.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for Talonflame switch-ins here.
I don't really know why everyone's picked you. This matchup is so bad, but
I mean, I do have a higher record at the moment, but
that's it.
The one thing I do like that is what we've seen a lot is how well he's played Zygarde. I do have one of the best answers for Zygarde in Huron Black.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Huron Black, if I get rid of certain threats, does a lot of work.
Yeah.
I.e. just gets rid of Lucario and Clefable.
Yeah. Even Clefable, like, you can get coverage for that. You just need to make sure you can't get revenged by Lucario.
I just need to be healthy enough. Yeah.
Well, good luck with that.
I'm hoping for the comeback I need after that.
Yeah. So this next up we have Sniper versus not Geo. We have Smeargle taking over Geo's team because, as we mentioned, Geo has some real life stuff. So we pulled up Smeargle from the D League because he had the highest record, and he's taking over for the rest of the season. So,
So the question is, can I change my vote now?
Yeah, that's not like, wait. Because, like, every time, I don't know about you or anyone else, but I'm assuming, like, every time we see Flygons, you just you just pick the other person. So we don't actually look at the matchup much.
Oh yeah, like I'm looking at like the week after, and I just see Floatzel's locks. I'm gonna see how many that changes after we see Smeargle play.
Yeah. Smeargle's a really good battler. He's been in the D-League for... This is his 3rd season. He was in the finals in Season 1. Last season he had a meme season, so it doesn't really count, but he's back to being a god, so...
Yeah.
I feel like it's a little... I feel like just because no one else is gonna be able to change the vote, we shouldn't, but it's tempting.
It is very tempting, I would say, but we'll give Storm, being that he has been in main longer, not Storm, a Sniper,
yeah.
the benefit of the doubt here.
Looking at the matchup, Victini seems pretty decent. It has coverage for everything, but the problem is Lycanroc and, more importantly, Sneasel can revenge kill, because Sneasel can pursuit trap it, unless it's Scarf, but this isn't Geo, so you might not run Scarf every week.
Yeah. Also, I really like Dragonite in this matchup on Sniper side. If you put a Rocks for breaking sashes and just gets all the Dragon Dance, it can basically sweep this team.
Yeah, just needs like Dragon Claw or some Dragon Claw or like Z-Fly or like Iron Head for Aromatisse and it should be fine.
Yeah, like Z-Fly +1 probably kills. I wouldn't be surprised. Rocks up damage on Zapdos.
Then like Earthquake Evans.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. So that should be nice.
Matchup.
I always like seeing Dragonite put in work.
That's true because you had it last season.
Yeah, that was amazing. But next up we have Colton versus Dave, and everyone but Shiny has picked Colton.
That's a surprise, I gotta say. This. I think Dave is now converted into the new Geo, where just about everyone clicks a lock on it.
I mean, Dave is the lowest record besides Geo, so like, as for a standings comparison, it makes sense. So
yeah, because everyone knows basically what Dave's gonna bring.
See, that's the thing. Like, the way it's looking right now, Dave's gonna end up being the one relegated, and I'm just waiting for him to win D-League because no one knows his sets.
In D-League? Oh, yeah. Lord.
That's gonna be very interesting if that does end up happening, but let's focus on right now. Oh, or you had something to say?
I almost kind of want to like pass along what Dave's draft usually is, so D-League can just snipe the crap out of him.
Yeah. That would be interesting and funny. But this match, everyone's picking Colton. He's the best team in the league. His usual lose every game in the second half of the season isn't been happening, so that's good for him. He has a very good team, and as I believe you will inevitably tell me, this is Mamoswine food.
This is Mamoswine food. Like, his best switch, like, Venu still can take an Ice School Crash, but not well.
Yeah, and he only has 8 syntheses, so...
Yeah, true. But, like, also this team just has... I see Mega Glade food as well, as he really just... I don't think there's anything that stops it after it sets up an SD from winning this game.
There is nothing. I mean, move slot syndrome. That's pretty much it. But, like, even then... Like, you can maybe take some things you can, like, predict some things, like, Gligar probably isn't gonna come, so you don't really need Ice Punch, because he has double Ice. Like...
Yeah, because Mammo's all you need.
Yeah. And then, like, Mesprit and Florges, you can run, like, Knockoff and Poison Jab, and then Drain Punch, and you maybe you, like, predict Florges not to come or something, and then you just have Zen Headbutt for Vino and you win the game.
That's true, yeah. Or if you're really worried about Floor, just bring Scully.
Yeah, like he has Scully and Celesteela, so he might not expect Florges to come, though Florges is a pretty decent response to Weavile, so we'll see.
Yeah. It's like, but either way, though, I do strongly feel like the advantage is highly in Colton's favor, though. Like,
no doubt about that. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this match. Next up, it's me versus Storm, and wow, everyone's picking me except for Shiny. No faith in Storm.
Alright. Rish, you gotta avenge me.
I will try my hardest. Unfortunately, Manaphy kind of 6-0s my team too, so...
do the thing.
Yeah.
Beat him. Just break him.
They're like...
He's got...
Manaphy, Swellow, and Kangaskhan just... I don't really have responses to. Kangaskhan to a lesser extent, but the first two, they're scary.
Yeah. Like, Swallow's just kind of like one of the most slept-on mons in the format. Just Specs Boomburst, just so annoying.
Yeah, it's actually insane, because, like, most teams usually have some sort of Steel type that can deal with Swallow, but it feels like this season there are a lot of teams that just get wrecked by Swallow.
Yeah. And even then, it gets Heat Wave, so, like, you guess wrong, or bring it in, and they just hit you with a Heat Wave. You're kind of screwed still.
And the Heat, Storm has the anti-Typhlosion thing, so Steel types aren't the greatest versus him.
That's true. Perhaps maybe this was his master plan when he drafted, like, 2 Water, 2 Fires, 2...
2 Normals.
Sort of, he's got the Noah... He's got, like, he's got the Noah's Ark theme going on, 2 of everything.
That's crazy. I didn't notice like how many of those he had until now. But yeah, so those Swallow, Manaphy are like insane threats to me, but like I don't know, I'm not a big fan of my offensive matchup because like Diggersby and Gengar are like 2 of my biggest threats, and they just get revenge killed by like everything I've seen, especially Diggersby because all of his offensive mons outspeed it.
That is true. But as he's done in the past, agility kind of looks nice though here.
Yeah. Could be nice. We shall see what I end up bringing in the match. Yeah. Next up, it is Carlos versus Shiny. I believe this is a rematch from the semis last season. And there's 4 people for Shiny and 3 people for Carlos, and you were going to say something.
I think it's 4 and 4.
It is. No, it is.
This is the split match of the week.
But yes, it is. It is indeed. So this is a very interesting match. They're both pretty offensive teams going head to head, so that should be interesting. I feel like Volcarona wins.
Volcarona does have a very strong matchup here. The thing is, though, he does have a Heatran.
Yeah,
which can fairly switch in fairly easily, and if he doesn't have HP ground, walls it completely.
That's the thing, because Gliscor's right there too, so HPS is nice, but I think HP ground is better, which means Gliscor can probably take 1+1 Fire Blast if it's like at full or something, so...
Yeah.
Gliscor has a pretty... It is Gliscor, right? Okay, I thought it was Gligar for a second, but it's Gliscor. Gliscor has a pretty decent matchup with... If it's like kind of Spadef invested, then it should be able to take Coco HP Ices, it can deal with Garchomp. Arrow and Nihi have to have ice coverage for that, so he might be able to take advantage of that.
Yeah. I also like Mega Diancie to an extent in this matchup. Like, yes, Shiny has ways to revenge kill it, but it just deals with so much of his team offensively.
Like,
it's almost outside of Bronzong, it's impossible to switch into.
Yeah. That's the thing though, Bronzong is a very good switch into it. But I think Carlos will be able to pressure it enough because he has the dual psychic types, so those should be able to bait in the Bronzong switch in and Shadow Ball it often. So, and it doesn't get recovery, so Diancie should be able to put in work. Actually, never mind. Okay. Is that it?
Alright, sorry, we're choking on pizza. But, yeah, I think this game is not going to come down to the matchup itself, but it's going to come down to actually how it plays the mind games, who saves what for when.
Yeah, that's very true. Because I think, like, both teams have good offensive mons, so it does just depend on how you can play it out.
Yeah, like, of the matchups that I think will be the closest games of the week, this will probably be that game.
Mm-hmm. So that should be exciting for next week. But that's pretty much it for this video. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and check out all the coaches. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.